what I want to do for illegal immigration, I already done, and that's voting for Trump. And as we can clearly see, a whole lot of positivity has happened because of Trump being the president. So at least 11 detainees held at the ICE facility in Aurora have been transferred to the notoriously dangerous CCOT prison in El Salvador. I'm reading it from this website. It's called Axios.com. That's where I'm getting my information. So if you want to go read it for yourself, here it is. According to Tim McDonald, legal director of the American Civil Liberties Union of Colorado. All right. So following Denver federal judge's temporary restraining order issued Tuesday, future transfers to the infamous mega prison could be halted for Venezuelans held in Aurora's processing center. Why does this matter? The order could benefit other detainees and marks the latest court ruling against ISIS actions. Driving the news, McDonald is representing two unnamed Venezuelan nationals detained in Aurora who filed a lawsuit earlier this month against President Trump and other federal officials. The suit challenges the U.S. government's authority to deport them. On Tuesday, Denver federal judge Charlotte Sweeney ruled that the Trump administration cannot deport Venezuelan detainees in Aurora to a prison in El Salvador without providing proper notice and an opportunity to challenge the deportation in court. Sweeney's ruling follows her initial order last week that temporarily halted Enemies Act deportations in Colorado and a Supreme Court decision on Saturday that blocked deportations at a Texas detention center under the same 1798 wartime law. So the big picture is this: Sweeney's decision affects not just the two Venezuelans named in the suit, but all the Venezuelan detainees in Aurora who face imminent deportation under the Alien Enemies Act. McDonald estimates that more than 100 detainees in Aurora could be affected by this ruling. So, yeah, these things are happening, man. Here's one of the people, 28-year-old Jose Eduardo Moran Garcia, a Salvadorian national, was sent back to El Salvador on March 28th. ICE Denver stated he is wanted for aggravated homicide, unlawful groupings, displacement of individuals, and robbery in his home country. And these are the people that we're trying to prevent from being deported from our country. This is nuts. Another 22-year-old Venezuelan, Yohendry Jerez Hernandez, I think that's Jerez Hernandez, was transferred, according to his attorney, despite no final deportation order being issued. And Nixon Perez, 19 years old, a Venezuelan living in Aurora, was among 238 Venezuelans deported on March 15th after being accused by federal immigration authorities of ties to the Tren de Agua gang. All right, and that comes directly from CBS News. Sweeney's temporary restraining order is in place until May 6th, but can be extended. All right. So whether the Trump administration appeals the Denver federal judge rulings, that's on the table. Officials from the Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Attorney's Office did not immediately respond to Axios Denver's request for a comment. So that's where we are right now, man. They're trying to send these folk back to where they're just trying to get them up out of our country. And now they're just being picky on where they go and how fast they go. I think we're spending a whole bunch of taxpayers' money and time trying to figure this whole thing out. But it is what it is. Go ahead, go through the laws, do things the right way. I'm not trying to speed anything up, but I do want to do what I want to do for illegal immigration. I already done, and that's voting for Trump. And as we can clearly see, a whole lot of positivity has happened because of Trump being the president. And when I say positivity, some people might hear me say that and be like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Positivity happened with Trump. This is nothing but negative. What are you saying? Trump has been the worst and this, then the other. This is my circles. These are the people that are in my real world. You know what I mean? and explaining certain things to them is pointless sometimes, because all they're listening to is the turmoil that come from their echo chambers, who just want to complain about the what ifs and the what happens, but they don't know that these things were necessary, and that the other administration would not have done it at all. Right? They didn't hold Biden accountable. They didn't hold Kamala accountable, nor did they hold their other presidents that they really looked up to and voted for. You know, like the Obamas. I mean, like Obama, like Clinton, like you name it. But now that they are fully in this whole, man, this world is messed up, and I was really trying to be behind a black woman being the first black president, black woman president, and first woman president, and that brother's racist, and everybody else that supports him is racist, bro. It's I don't know. It gets on my nerves sometimes, man. It gets on my damn nerves. I just want to see our country do better. Is that too much to ask? I want to see people who are citizens of this country actually give a damn about other citizens of the country. That's it.